Well, good day, good morning, good evening, whatever time, day or night it is. Sorry, that's what happens when you go live. We're going to be talking about making money over 50, my game-changing approach. If you're new to me, welcome. My name is Paula, Digital Granny. I'm a mom of 5, 3 homeschoolers, 2 adults. And today, by the end of this video, you're going to know exactly what I do to generate an income from my home, from my phone. Okay. This is done in 2 hours a day. And I have $900 days as a busy stay-at-home homeschooling mama who used to do the dash. So before we get started, I'm actually going to share with you this right here is called an income disclaimer. This is we're just not guaranteeing. You can't guarantee, don't know your work ethic, don't know if you're going to actually put in the effort that is required. So it's just something you can screenshot if you like in 3, 2, and 1, because I am going to share some of my wins, or maybe one, and some of other people's wins. And there's a testimony in here that I'm going to share of somebody who was working 18 hours a day as a busy mom and missing out on spending time with her kids. Okay. So if you are new to me, make sure that you drop it in the comments. Let me know where you're watching from. I go live. I haven't been doing lives lately, but I usually do. I've been focused on trying to learn something. So I have been slacking in this, but I'm always around. If you see my videos and you're like, what is this? How does this work? I have questions. Just simply go to Granny's Getting Paid, put your email in, then you'll have direct access to me and you can email me anytime. I'm here to answer your questions. Okay. So let's just jump right into this. My story November 2022, I suffered a mini stroke. My husband never showed up. There was no calls. There was no text. It was crickets. And he was away on a work trip, and the work trips were not work trips. Okay. Long story short, I realized those work trips were not work trips when I went to the hospital. And that's what began the work from home search for me. So I started looking, I couldn't find anything, started to do the dash. And then I lost my beloved black Suburban and I lost the job in the same day. And I was like, God, what am I going to do? I had been praying and asking the Lord for a way, and he brought a way. These are some of my favorite things. As you can see, I make 100% profit on those 4 numbers. Well, you don't see the total, but 100, 300, 600, and 9. 900 is our number 1 selling program. I work 2 hours a day. Now that's per platform, like not per platform. 1 platform, 3 pieces of content. I'm going to break that down in a minute. But if you add another platform, it might add 5 minutes. It might add 10. It just depends on what you're doing. This is the framework for how we start. There's no cold calling. This is not an MLM. I've never done anything like that in my life. Although I know that people have, and I didn't know it was a big thing. I was kind of green to all of this. And I didn't even know what an MLM was when I started. So you don't need a degree. This is something that's made for beginners, and you don't need experience. You have to be willing to learn how to create content, short videos, 7-second video, a minute video. Okay. Just like you see YouTube shorts, or you see TikToks or Instagram reels, very short videos. That's what you got to learn. You have to be willing to learn that. Okay. And yes, you can do faceless. We have faceless training, 24-hour automated system. I have an automated system, which I love. I didn't understand the benefit to that. Okay. So those are a few of my favorite things. What is the 2-hour workday? Well, let's get right into this. It's basically creating content. That's what we do. Post free ads. It's just a classified ad, guys. It's nothing fancy. If you've ever sold a pair of shoes, or you've ever sold like a coat or anything, that's the idea. Okay. You have, in the program, we give you 200 high traffic websites to choose from, and an example of an ad that converts. So you can take that and you can make it your own. A half hours to respond to comments or emails. If it's taking you more than that, then you're making money, which is a good thing. Okay. So that's the 2 hours. That is actually what we do. That is what we do. I make content. I love what I do as a busy homeschooling mom. This is the kind of, let me see what I have here. Do I have any of mine? I think I do. Oh, okay. I didn't know. I can't see what they are. So this is just an example of one of my wins. And I go and I share a little story. As a prior dasher, we brought in $1,800 a month for the month. And that was working 40 plus hours a week. I had 3,604 days, guys. It literally, this program has saved us. When we were doing the dash, I was stuck, I was struggling, and I was stressed. If you're there right now, I know what it's like. I know what it's like to be stuck and stressed and not know what to do. So I am going to share some other stories today too. One in particular of another mother, but guys can do this, women can do this. If you are willing to learn and willing to work, I can help you. I've been in this for a year now, bringing in monthly income. And the more that I learn, the more that I earn. It is a real legit business. We are creating content, but it's building a business online with digital programs that we didn't create. These programs are in the e-learning industry. So I have 4 programs. Legacy Builders program is 2.0, Digital Mastery, Passive, and Launch. So it starts 9, 6, 3, and 1. Those are hundreds. Okay. So if you choose, let's just say you chose the 9, then you would be able to promote the 9, the 6, the 3, and the 1. I crossed out the 1 because when I heard that I couldn't promote anything else other than the 1, I said, forget it. I don't want that. I chose the legacy. I purchased the legacy. Therefore, I have all 4. I didn't have to choose each one individually. There is a one-time $39 website fee that goes to our community, which I'm going to show you. We don't have monthly fees in our community. Our community has like 55 or 56,000 members. You'll see in a minute. But that's the rundown. We are promoting, we are reselling education. So we get to learn how to create the videos. And in the process of learning how to create videos, we're actually learning marketing, digital marketing skills. We get to learn who our perfect customer is. We get to learn how attraction marketing works. We're learning skills that nobody can take away from us. I'm going to sneeze.
Bless you.
Thank you. Excuse me. Okay, so let's move right along, and I'm going to close that out a little bit. Now, what is an automated system? An automated system, I'm going to show you this. Okay, automations is really cool. This is how we have passive income. So when people go to that page, it's called the landing page. We have these other 2 videos, as you can see in the bottom here. These 2 videos, 1 out of 20 people actually buy. Okay, that's the average, 1 out of 20. When they go to our initial landing page and they put their email in, they will see a video from our founder. And then there's another video in our automated emails. And 1 out of 20 will buy. Okay. So that automations just means that my website, my Granny's Getting Paid, is out there 24 hours around the clock. But I'm going to screen share with you so that you can see this. Let me share my screen and the audio. There we go. So, okay. Now, this is my website. This is what I call the landing page. Okay. Just like this one here, right? Except for that first one is like I've personalized mine. There's a little difference, but that's what it looks like. Okay. So when somebody puts their email in, why didn't that page pop up? This page, it should be a video. Maybe there's a problem. The video should pop up of the founder. It should. But this is live. You see things happen. So I don't know why it's spinning. And then you would watch that video, okay? And then you could click on the pink button that would take you right to my website, okay? And here's where you get all the information. If you wanted to get started with Legacy, you would go here and you would go to, you'll see me, you would go to payment plans, okay? That would be how you would get more information and get started. Now let's go. These are some bonuses that people receive. There is a community. If you wanted to learn how to make your own community, there's a Canva crash course. There's her first million in 17. There are 200 digital product ideas. There is an invisible faceless training, like I told you, and a 30-day market strategy growth plan. There is also, you would get those if you started. Now, you would also, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, there's also a 7-day launch to profit, which I highly suggest looking at that too. And we just got done with a 30-day momentum map, which I think is really good for beginners. So you can choose. Now, I would say do the 7-day launch to profit or do the 30-day momentum map, because you get to learn how to grow a following, how to grow an email list, and how to grow a customer base. That's one video. Watch it, 5 minutes. Look, that one's 7 minutes. Can we see how long that is? That one's really long. And I say really long. It's not long because these things are usually quite short, like 6 minutes, follow that. Every single day we have a video from the founder that tells us or says, are you doing this? This is the pathway to building. And she even includes PDFs, which is really cool. Let me get to share with you. Okay, before I'll come back to this in a minute. I'll come back to this. This is our actual community. Okay. Let me add this. This is where your program would be. And this is where you start. It just says, click here to get started. And follow it step by step by step. This is made for beginners. You do not need to know how to do anything. You just have to follow this program step by step to get in there, get started. I was up and running in 2 days. Okay. This is a business in a box that has everything. And I love it because of that, because it is everything you need to build a successful business online as a beginner with no degree, no tech skills, no fancy equipment. Okay. All right. So moving right along, I'm gonna let I have a clip from one of our 6-figure income earners. I'm just gonna let her share her story right now. Okay, and I'll let you listen to this.
The more you make and the harder you work and the harder you do all the things that you receive more, but the one thing you're not getting is that time with your family. And that's what hurts the most, because it's not always about the money. It's about the time that you're missing with your family. It's about the time that you're not getting for yourself. And when I came across a video after my daughter put me on TikTok, I came across one of Michelle's videos, and she was talking about being a mom of 6 kids, and the struggle was real, man. It just connected with me because she didn't want to grind no more, and she wanted to get her time back. And I said, hey, wait a minute. If this lady can do this, why can't I? And then the thought came to me, but I don't know how to do any of it. And it scared the death. I mean, I was scared to death of not being able to do something, because I'd been such a star my whole life and just a grinder. And I jumped into this community, you guys, and let me tell you something. It is probably by far the easiest thing I've ever done. And I say that wholeheartedly. I've had so many jobs that took months and months to even get trained for. But I was able to get in here, watch a 5-minute video, and just take action, just implement the training. And if you just follow that and you're a part of the community and you want something better for your family, all of that put together can really give you that freedom that you're looking for. And, you know, because of this program, I went from working literally 18 to 20 hours a day to becoming a stay-at-home mom in just 10 and a half weeks, all because of this program. And I will forever be grateful that I not only was able to learn something new, but I was able to get that freedom that I always wanted. Because at 50 years old, you're going, okay, when do I get a break? Not work harder, when do I get a break? And you're not. I didn't want to work another 20 years. And because of this, I've been able to now get my time back with my kids, not have to stress about paying bills, making over 10K every single month since I started. And never in my wildest dreams did I ever imagine that something this wonderful would happen for me, because I had almost given up. So my last message to you is really this: get your time back, believe in yourself, and jump in here, because we can show you all different walks of life that we're just average people like you are. And we're changing things not only for us, but we'll help you in whatever it is that your vision is to get that time back as well. Grind, we've got the heart.
I hope you could hear. I know her audio was a little bit off, but I hope that you could hear what she had to say. So our founder, she found this because of our founder. Now, what I want to share is that, yes, this is something that can fit into the pockets of our day. You can be busy. You can have a 9 to 5 and fit this in. She did it. She's a really good example of that, because she was working 18 plus hours and wanted to get out of that. As you heard her testimony, her testimony is different than mine. I was thrown into a spot of what am I going to do? Because I lost my vehicle and I lost my 9 to 5 in the same day. And I was like, God, help me. And he did. I love what I do now. And I love that I get to help and share this with other people. And this is another little quick testimony that I just screenshot. We can screenshot wins out of our community and share it in our content, which is such an amazing benefit to having a community. So Deb said, my first 900, I bought the Legacy Builders program 7 days ago, made my first sale today. Yay. What a great community to be a part of. That was hers. Bridget said, made 900 sale while in hospital. I'm at the saddest moments. My son is hospitalized, but the sale, and there was more to that. These are just to show you what is possible. Okay. Because I've done it. They've done it. You can do this as a complete beginner, following us step by step. And I'm here to support you. So speaking of support, and I got to keep an eye on my time here, I'm going to share my screen. Oh, I already did. Okay, hold on. Let me share my screen. This is our community. In our community, right, we have 55.8K people. We have wins. We have everything here. We have a calendar. This is something that you want to pay attention to, because this just changed. So if you choose the Legacy 2.0, that the founder does the exclusive training on that. And it is, I guess, now switched to Mondays. It was Tuesdays. And then Thursdays, we also have a training of some sort. There are always replays. If you cannot be in a Zoom, that's okay. There's always replays. So you'll never miss. These are, I made this bigger so you could see. These are some things that you get access to, of course. This is an opportunity to generate a stream of income. Another way is, this is an affiliate right here. These things you can go in. We actually have a content vault where you can go in and take some stuff and use it in your content. She puts on a webinar for us that we can share with our potential customers, which is another added benefit. And like I said, wins. We can share wins and screenshot these and share them in our content, which is a huge deal. So not only do you have access to lifetime access to this community and your programs, but let me see. I covered we have customer service support. Okay. So let's just say somebody doesn't get in, there's actually support. Like if there was a problem, if they switch their email, you got to use your right name, your right email. Let's just say you used one email to purchase and then you used a different email for something else. Just use the same email consistently. That's all. That's all I'm saying. So there's no confusion so that you can get into the community quite quickly. We can become certified. Somebody is happy. They just got their certification. And I think that's awesome. That means we can be like legal resellers or recognized certified resellers of this program. That is not something you have to run in here and do right away. That's not something you have to run in and do right away. That's something you can do along the way. Okay. Somebody else, is this today? I think this is today. I have to just scroll back up. So this is made for beginners, guys. Now, the other thing I want to share with you, because I'm running low on my time, is I actually have my own community. So the benefit to you for me having my own community is I actually get to work very closely with the people that purchase from me, because I made my community used to be free like a lot of other people. And then I switched it. I was like, nope, I don't want a whole bunch of, I was running into some problems with other people messaging other people saying, hey, do you want to buy this? You know how all those guys work out there. So I was like, no, I'm going to make it private. I'm going to make it paid. I'm going to make it small. And that is exactly what I did. I give everybody 30-day access to my private paid community. That is where I do, I call it coffee and coaching hour. So every single Thursday, you have the opportunity to get into a Zoom meeting with me, because as you can see, I don't have a lot of members. You could potentially have a one-on-one with me. Okay. Potentially. I'm not going to promise because it depends on who shows up, but I post daily. I have not posted today, I don't think, but little snippets. I don't want to take away from our main community. This is just like a bonus. Okay. So I don't want to take away from our main community. And I also have little kind of like, these are little tutorials. Okay. Inside of mine, like this would be, if you already have legacy and you have not done some of these things, I point them out. If you've never created a TikTok, we don't know what's going on with TikTok right now, but this, I'm going to do the same thing for the new app. I will do little video tutorials as I go along so that if you're brand new, you don't have to figure this out. Okay. So I'm here to support you. I'm here to mentor you. You see this little message thing. You can private message me for the first 30 days. Everybody has access to that. After that, you can always email me for life. Okay. If you choose to be a part of my community after the free 30 days, I do $27 for the month, 27. And you also have an opportunity to have another stream of income, because if you tell somebody else and they join and you both stay, then that's 40% income, referral income for you. So 40% of the 27, that would go to you if you're staying in and they stay in. So you could start to build yourself a little nest egg. And this is different than a lot of other people's communities, because I actually put tutorials in here like Canva, TikTok, ways to make money. Midjourney is a way to make AI images, how to create longer videos for like with StreamYard. This is what I'm using right now. So I teach people how to use StreamYard. And this is important. I'm going to do a little quick one on drop shipping. So this is all out there. Okay. I just wanted to let you know that you get to work really closely with me. You're not just purchasing a program and disappearing. It is up to you to come to me and ask me for help, though, because I don't chase people. Just like in this business, we're not picking up a phone, we're not sliding into DMs. We don't chase people. I'm not going to chase people. I'm here for the people that are like ready to start. If you have not already, make sure that you drop me a comment in the comments. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know if you're new, and join me on these lives, because I want to answer live questions and I want to talk to people. So I'd really encourage you to join me on a live. I get to do all the behind the scenes stuff, which is something that I love. I love to show you guys everything that's available to us in this program. And we're learning some skills that nobody can take away from us. So it's made for anybody. Anybody can do this. You don't have to be over 50. But this video I made, Making Money Over 50, game-changing approach, is because it's beginner friendly. Because anybody can follow these steps to create a business online, learning some skills called digital marketing skills, learning the skills while building yourself a business online with programs that you didn't create, making 100% profit, okay, by simply creating short little videos. That is the whole thing wrapped up. This is not 500 different ways to make money. One way to make the money, and then you can learn how we incorporate affiliate marketing later, the smart way, without adding a lot of time. So fit this into the pockets of your day. If you have questions, please reach out to me. If you have not already, be sure to smash that subscribe button. And what would your next step be? It would be go to Granny's Getting Paid, put your email in, you will see the video from the founder. And then if you have questions, you have direct access to me. So just email me your questions. I would gladly answer them. Have a blessed day, and thank you for hanging out with me today.